Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do on support vector machine object-based classification in eCognition. So here I have opened Sentinel-2 image and I have already made the segmentation, multi-resolution segmentation in order to save us some time. So you can, here from the edit, you can see the parameters I've chosen. It's like scale parameter, shape and compactness. You can choose whatever you think is fit for your satellite image. Okay, so now let's get to the classification. So first, in order to do the classification, we need to determine the classes. So at the class hierarchy, I'm going to create new classes. So I'm going to make a very simple classification just to show you how the classification is done. But of course, you can do with a bigger number of classes. I'm just here to show you the steps. I'm gonna choose the class water. Then I'm gonna have forest. I'm also gonna add urban. I'm gonna have cropland. And I'm gonna add pastures. Okay, so here I have my 5 classes, and in order to make the classification, the second thing I need to do is to pick some samples. Okay, so that's where I'm going to the classification, samples, select samples. You can select samples one object at a time, or you can do it with the sample with the brush. I'm going to show you both ways. So after you select samples, you need to select the class for which you are going to be selecting the objects. Okay, so I'm going to click on urban. So here I have my urban area. You double click it and then you can see it's a bit, the color has changed. Okay, I'm going to select just a few more. Then I want to collect classes for the water. Because water is a great area, I'm going to show you how to use the select samples with the brush. Okay, so now you have the cursor like this circle. So wherever you pass, those samples will be selected as water. So here you can switch to object or fill view. You can see I have water here. I'm gonna select a bunch of objects more. Okay. Then I'm gonna select forest. Here in the bands I have a near infrared band, and that's why my forest will be presented with red. I'm just gonna select a bunch of objects with the brush. This way. Just a bit here. Okay. I have urban, forest, water. Now I'm going to select some cropland. So here are my croplands. Okay. I'm just going to select a bunch of croplands. Okay, and now I'm left with the pastures. So pastures are this one here is a pasture, and I think this one here is also a pasture. Okay, so let's say we are satisfied with the samples. So the next thing I want to do is to train the classifier to read the selected data for the classification. So I'm gonna make process window here, and within the process window I'm gonna select in the algorithm classifier. Okay, so here is where we train the machine to read our samples in order to use it in the classification. So here is the train. We have here train, apply, and query, but first we need to train the operator in order to apply the classification. One of the most important steps here is to select the configuration for now, because we haven't done anything. It's empty. I'm just gonna click OK. I'm gonna go in process, manage variables, and I'm gonna add a new variable. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna say SVM. The value is gonna be string. So I'm going back here, and here I'm selecting SVM. I'm gonna select use samples only. Here you can select type. You can use decision tree, random trees, SVM, nearest neighbors, and other classification methods. I'm gonna select SVM for now. And here, of course, you need to select which features are gonna be used in the classification. Here from the mean, I'm just gonna select all of the layers. Of course, here you can even add some indexes such as NDVI, NDWI, or anything else you can think of. Anything that you think it's gonna be useful for more accurate classification. Okay, just a bit more. Nine and 10. So here I have only the 10 and 20 meters Landsat bands. That's why you can only see 10 bands. So I'm gonna use all the bands in the classification. I'm gonna click OK, and here I'm clicking execute. You can select any class you want. I selected the unclassified because I don't have any classes, but of course the samples will be collected for every class that we have assigned. So it's a very quick process. It's already set that it's ready. So now we need to insert a new child. We're gonna select again classified to the image object levels, and instead of train here we're gonna select apply. Also the configuration will be SVM, and we will select the unclassified class, execute, and because it's really a small part of a satellite image, it's done really quickly. And here you can see the results. You can toggle between the classification and the samples. You can see actually the results are pretty good, because here I have nice urban areas, the forest. Of course you can do even nicer job, but this is how it's done. Afterwards you can merge all the classes into one polygon, and you can export them. So let me just show you how you can export. Okay, here I'm gonna go export vector layer. I'm gonna export all of the classes I want. You can write name, location, SVM, the path, so where you have selected the image from. Here you can choose polygons to be raster or to be smoothed if it's the finish. If this is the last product of your classification, then you can select smoothed or raster, whichever you prefer. It will be saved as a shape file. And here here from the class related features, relation to classification, class name, create a class name, just click OK, and every class name will be exported to every object. Just gonna click execute. Okay, so here I'm my results, my shapefile. I'm gonna open it in ArcGIS because I didn't do merge. Every object is like this. But after I gave every class different color, here you can see the results. You can see the water and the forest and the other class as well. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Bye bye.